Okay, so I think you can see my screen. Okay, so now let's say is first thing that we will see for today is the find, like how we go ahead and find any specific files. My voice is not coming. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Hello. Okay, okay. And okay, actually I was not. No voice was coming. Okay. Now let's say this is system. Okay. Now to find out any files in this system. Okay. To find out any files, what we have, the most common command is find command. Okay, that we use for finding any type of files in the Linux systems. And also there is a command called as locate. Okay, so first we will see the locate command and then we will come to the find command. So what does the locate command do? Let's say I am in shell script, I will do here, and let's say I want to locate any file, let's say case class.sh, and hit enter. Okay, okay, I think locate is not installed here. Just let me install it quickly. Locate is not available. Maybe here if it is available. Okay, so locate is available here, but before that let me show you if it is not available here. So if let's say some RPM is not available there, right, in your repository, so you can find that also, locate RPM for Linux 7. Okay, so you will normally get any specific link that how to install it. So you have to install that RPM first, okay, to run that. It's like an application. So before using any application, like you use Windows, Words, or let's say Notepad plus plus. So if you don't have installed that in your system, you cannot use it, right? So you have to go ahead and install it. So now if it is not there, let's install it. Mlocate. Let's see if it is there. So it comes from repository, don't worry on the that part. That is mostly by admins. Mlocate. Okay, it is there. Okay, now locate has came with mlocate. Okay, now what does it do? First thing, if you see here, these files are there, but let's say you don't know these files, only I have given that. Okay, go ahead and find a file, read file.sh. You don't know where to find. Okay, you are at home directory, you don't know where to find, so let's say you do locate and the file name. Okay, so what it will do first time, because I am running it for the first time, so you will get an error like this. Okay, what does this mean? So what does locate do? Locate keeps a database of all the files in the system. Okay, so it keeps a database. Okay, a database is not like any specific entity, it will create an, it's like an index file that will have all the details of all the files in the system. Now because this is the first time, what you have to do, you have to go to user root from another terminal. Sorry, Oracle. Okay, and you have to run a command update db. So whenever you are using locate, so you need to make sure that update db from root is running regularly. Okay, because when the update db will run, then only locate will be able to execute. Okay, so let's say if I now find it, so it has able to find that, okay, this is the location where I am finding this file, read file.sh. Getting? It will update. Let's say right now I will make one file. Touch new file. Let's say Raj. Okay. This file is created here, right? But now let's say I want to locate this file. I don't know where this file is. Locate. It will not give me any output, right? It is not giving me that output. I even know this file is there. So what we do, that's why we say regularly keep running your update db command. Okay, regularly keep running update db so that any new files that gets generated, that will get updated in the list of files and its path. That okay, let's say because new file I have created, I will run update db. So update db completed successfully. This is completed. So you can set it in a cron for root user in case you are using locate very often. Okay, so normally update db is set in the cron of the root user so that every, let's say every 5 minutes it will keep updating the db, so that whenever I am going ahead and finding that file, now if let's say I find locate file, it will show me with full path here. Clear? So it will be based on the file that it actually uses. If I go to cd where, and it will be in the specific file. Okay, so this is the file. See, this is the file that will be used. Okay, so it has the data actually, but you will not be able to see actually what type of data is stored. It's binary, but it will have be having the data here. If you remove this file, right, again locate will not work. Again you have to run update first time to recreate this file. Getting? Okay, so this is normally anyways you will not have access to this, so you cannot come till here to see this. But as an end user, you will be using locate. But for locate, the update db should keep running regularly to get the latest files information. Okay, so that's how the locate command works. So it's a simple command, but for this you have to regularly update the db. Now, if locate, no, we have to. Yeah, see, in applications like you have an application, right? So regularly there would be file processing and everything going on, right? So if that DB is not updated, it will not know if any new file is there in the system or not. Got it? It's the same thing like in a book. If let's say you are adding new content, you are writing a book, you are adding a new content, and if there is no index page, right? How will a user know that okay, this content is covered in this book or not? Okay, normally user will not read the whole book, right? It will first go to the index itself to find what topics are covered in this book. Correct? So same way here also it will work. If it is not updated, it will not give you the real time files. Same like as I showed you, it was not updated. So if I was trying to find a new file Raj, it was not able to find it. It gave me any result here. Okay. So normally, see, it depends whether they want to use locate or not. Okay. So it's not mandatory that you will use locate only. Okay. There is the other tool that I'm going to tell, find command. Okay. That will be more often used rather than this locate. Okay. Wherever locate is available, you can do it. Okay. But if it is not available, it's totally depends on admin, right? If they don't want to do that, locate, so you cannot like force them to use that. You can use the find command then. Okay. Okay. So now if I go to my find command, so what does the find command do? Find command has syntax like find, then you have to mention the path. Sorry, path, and normally the name or pattern of the file. Okay. So let's see first how it works. So let's say I want to find the same file, let's say this file, in the current path. Okay, so what I will do, find this. So for current path you can give dot also. Okay, for the current path you can give dot. And what parameter, what I need to find? I need to find name. So I will say what is the file name, and in double quotes I will mention the file name here. Okay, and hit enter. See this. Okay, so it is able to find that in the current directory you have a file with new file Raj. So it doesn't need any DB to be updated or anything. It will do a proper search within the folders and subdirectories and everywhere to find this file. Okay, now you can find multiple files as well. It's not like that, okay, I am to find this file. Let's say I want to find in this current directory all my files that are shell scripts .sh file, right? So as I told, that's why I give .sh, so that easily I can find it if I want to find it, right? How many shell script files are there? So what I can do, find, if I do like this, name. So I want .sh files. I don't need to worry about the name. Okay, what is the starting name? I just want .sh. So if you remember when we told, so what you can do, start.sh, right? So what it will do, it will find all the files and in the recursively also. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, you have to give a path. It will recursively find. If it is in shell script folder, it will find it and show it for you. Clear? So see all the shell script files, it is showing it on my screen. Now this dot is my present working directory, right? Present working directory. Also, like, you can give a specific path. Let's say, for now, let me first show this. So let's say you have done this. Now you can also use it with some command wc-l to find out how many files are there. So total 18 shell scripts are there. Okay. So it can be used same way like with other commands as well. Yesterday we have seen, right, wc-l. Got it? Now let's say you say, okay, I don't want to give dot. So you can also mention a specific path. Home Himanshu. Okay. And I want to find it here. So you can mention that path also. A dot means from present working directory everything inside it. Okay. Or if you can do /home/Himanshu, you can do like this also. So here it will give you full path. It is starting with home Himanshu and this folder, and these are the scripts here. Clear? Okay. But let's say you say, okay, now I want to search directly in home directory. Okay. So see, for Himanshu it will work. For Bob it will not find, because this is not owned by Himanshu. So you cannot find someone else directory. Okay. Find will not work if it is placed in someone else's directory. Okay. It will not be having permissions. So let's say if I show you ls-ld, see, this directory is only having permission for the user. No other permissions are there. So you cannot go inside it and search. Okay. So you have to remember, like, you many times you might get permission denied error, means that directory is not allowed to go inside and make a search there. Even as a Himanshu, I cannot go inside this. If I go enter permission denied, right? So it will not allow me to go inside as a Himanshu user. If you want to search in that way, that okay, you want to search everything. So in those cases, you should go ahead and do something like the root user. From root user you can search. Let's say the same command I can do from root user, I will not get the error. Sorry, this was the command. This. So I am telling from the root user that search from home. So it will search. Anyways, it will. Bob is not having any script, so it will not show. But no permission denied error also came. Got it? Okay. Now. So this is how your find command works. So now, same thing, if you want to find, like yesterday we were greping, if you want to find based on ignoring the case, you can use I name. So it will ignore the case. Okay, so because there are no scripts, so let me first do some script. Okay, so see, this will also be present here, ignoring the case. Got it? Any doubt? So I name. In normally we were using name. I name means ignore name. Case. Okay. Now let's say you want to find a particular directory name. Okay. You know these are files, but I want to find directory. What should I do? That okay. I want to find a specific directory. Let's say if I have a directory as test1 somewhere. Let me see. So what I will do? Find present working directory, because I am from this user, so I will search here. He's the owner, so from here only I will search recursively, find here. Now I don't want to, let's say, find any name. I want that all the directories that are there, I want to display those directories. Okay, so what you can do? Hyphen type D. So I want that display me all the directories. So simple, you have to do give type, what type of file you are looking for. So type D is for directory and hit enter. So it will show me all the specific directories that are there in my present working directory. Only the directories it will say. But now you say, okay, I want to search only a specific directory, test1. So you can get along with the name command. So what it will now do, it will search everything with test1 name, but that is a type directory, not a file. Okay. If you will not give any type, so it will search everything. But if you are specifically defining that I need a directory, so you have to give type D. Clear? And hit enter. So it will only search me a directory with test1 name. Got it? Oh, yes. So let's say you know you will give it, but let's say if I locate test, okay. So it will show you everything, the content inside it also, the directory content. Okay, it will show like this. Okay, everything inside that directory also will be displayed here in test1. So it will find everything wherever test1 it finds. Okay, either yeah. So why the benefit with file name is there? Because file name you already know the full name, right? But if I am giving test1, so test1 is a random value, so it will search the directories and everywhere the wherever test1 comes. So everywhere it will show you. Okay, but here I only want a directory name. I don't want that much detail there. Okay, so mostly you will be using find command. Okay, locate I told you some places someone might be using, so you should be aware that what he is doing with locate. Okay, it is also a type of find, but find command is more better when compared to locate. Okay, also if you want to find only a type file, so you can give F for a file type, that I want to find wherever the type is file and name is test1. So anyways no directory of file is there, so it will not result anything. But you can also give star dot sh, so it will give me all the specific files that are there and they are type file. Okay, if they are not file, it will not be displayed here. Got it? Even let's say you make a directory with this name, that will also work, right? There is no hard and fast rule, you cannot make a directory with this name. Okay, but when you will try to search without type F, it will show you that directory also. So if you want only the file, so better to use typef also along with name. Got it? Now let some places you want to search all the files that are having, let's say you want to check which files are having permission 777. So what you do, hyphen per, and I will say 077 is the permission. So this is the file which is having all permission 777. Yesterday we gave, right? So this is only the file which is having 77 permissions. Clear? Permission, yes. Let's say if I give 755, it will give my shell script, because in shell scripts I gave 755, so it is displaying me it here. Got it? It will depend what permission. 0, leave that 0. That's not for you right now. But 755, this what we have learned. So 755, you have to give it here. Okay, so even if you don't want, just do it like this. Simple. I forgot 0. Just do like this. It will also give you the same result. Clear? So if you want to find, if let's say I want to find files that are not having 755 permission, so you can use a negate sign. So exclamation mark is also known as the negate sign, right? Like how we used in conditions, right? Not equal to this, not equal to that. So same thing, the exclamation mark will also do that, not equal to 7755 permission. So it will show me the files that are not having 755 permission. See, all the files which are not having 755, those files it will display me here. Got it? Okay. So based on the name, type, permissions, you can find out the files. Clear? Now, if you want to perform any action items, right? If you want to perform any action item after you find that file, right? Let's say you find a file. Now you want to do some action on that. Let's say we were finding a file. This, right? 777 permission, right? I was finding, and this is the file there. Correct? That I'm getting. Now let's say after finding, I want to do some action item as well. Correct? So what I will do, I will go ahead and in the same command, there is an option of execute. Okay, now what it will do, it will execute a set of actions that I want. So now what action I want? I want to make this permission of this file, whatever file it gives as 777 to 666. Okay, let's say I will give it to 7, change what? 666. I want to change the permission. So if this condition finds anything, okay, so execute would be at last. Okay, if it finds anything like this, it should go ahead and change the permission to 666 of that file. Okay, and it will be closed by curly braces, space, back quotes, and semicolon. Okay, now if I hit enter, see, now it has done a particular action item. Okay, now if I want to find it again, see, I am not getting any file having 77 permission anymore, because my file permission has been changed to 666. See, 6 means read write 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, right? Got it? Now let's say if you same thing search with 666, now it will show you the file. Okay, so even let's say if I want to again change back, so you can again run the same command 777 here and search with this, and what I will show, I will use one more option, print here. Okay, so what it will do, it will print also the file name. Earlier when I changed, it has not printed anything, only did the action item. But here when I will do, it will also print me what file is there. Okay, so it has first printed what file it has found as 666, and then it will do the set of action items. Clear? Okay. Same way you can remove files also. Okay. Let's say I want to remove this file. Wherever I get this file, I want to remove it. So what I will do, rm-rf. You don't have to give any specific parameter to rm-rf. Normally when you run rm or remove command, you give a file name or directory name, right? Here you don't have to give anything. That will come by this output. Okay, and then rm-rf will work on this. So when this is done, it will enter and see why, because there is no file 666. That's why it has not printed anything, and this file is still there. You see, this file is still there because I have to change it to 777. So this file was there, but now I have run rm-rf, so it would have been gone. So this file is gone now. Clear? Okay. Also, you want to find out if there are any empty files with no content. Okay, so what you can do, type f hyphen empty, right? So it will show me all the files which don't have any content. There I have just created the normal touch command and blank files, right? So these are the empty files. Got it? Empty. See, find has like so many options that you cannot remember all, okay? But the one that are important for you to work on, those I am telling, right? So there are like hundred of options, hundred of options with find. Okay. So it's not like any limited that okay only 20 are there, what I'm telling 10, 20, 30, only those are there. There are more than that. Okay. So once you are familiar that okay how to run it, then you can see various options and hit and try with various options. Okay. But don't use any execution until unless you are sure. Let's say I want to remove it. So I will never use this part initially. I will just keep searching whether it giving me the correct search or not, all the files and all the file names with permission 777. So once this command is found correctly and it finds the correct file, then only I will go ahead and do a set of action in that. So next command I will write with the execute command, that what command I have to execute on those files that I have found. Okay, because that file we have removed earlier, right? If you remember 777 file, we executed this command, right? rm-rf command we ran. Yeah, that's why. So that has been removed. So always remember, whenever you want to do anything, don't directly try with execute command. First try to till here print, or even if you don't give print, by default it will show you the on screen only. So if you are using that command and you are getting the correct results, then only do another set of actions. Okay. Now find also have an option, let's say like we have find empty files, right? Now I want to find which the user is Himanshu. So I want to find all the files where the user or the owner of the file is Himanshu. So it will show me all the files where the owner is Himanshu here. Got it? So it will show me all the file as owner as Himanshu. Same thing if you want to find with group, you can go ahead and say group group as Himanshu. So it will show me all the files as Himanshu. If I don't give a type command here, right? Type. So it will find everything, directory, files, everything. Because I have given a type F, it is only searching me the files. Got it? Now again some important one. Let's say you have so many logs. Many times what happens, what we normally do in real time, so when we are having big systems, enterprise level systems, so they are working like from years, right? Years and years. So there are so many logs that keeps generating. Okay, if we don't clean those log or those old files, right, my server will be filled someday, right? The space would be full. So we normally do keep regularly cleaning up the system, okay, and cleaning up the old files, okay. So now if I want to find the files that are older than, let's say, when we started training, okay, 30 days, 20 days back. So let's say I want to find the files that are 10 days older, okay. So 10 days older means before, what is today, 29, right? Yeah, so 29. So before 10 days or before 19. All the files that were before 10 days, older than 10 days. So I will find and use an option hyphen m time, and I will give 10. So what it will show me? All the files that are older than 10 days. Okay. So if you see it here, this file is there. Okay. That was on specific 10th or 19th of July, right? 10 days older file. Getting it? Yeah, pardon? This is a file, any file, it can be any file. It's not like it's a log file only, it will clear. Yeah, yeah. No, no, that is the path. Dot slash forward, that is the path, right? That is the present working directory. File name is 10 only, right? So it is showing me a file that was created 10 days back. Let's say if I want to give all the files older than 10 days, so plus 10. So 10 and older than that, right? Maybe it's on 18th, 17th of July, 12th of July, 1st of July, right? Anything. So see, all these files should be like it was created on 13th July. So it's not log. I'm just giving, I was giving you the real time example that normally we do it for real time logs and output files which you don't need. Okay, it can be any file you want to remove. Okay, but this will show you that what are the older files. Got it? So that's how it will actually display you. Plus 10, you can, let's say, normally what we do, we delete files older than 30 days. So we will give the 30 days. So all the files which are older than 30 days, these are only two files that are older than 30 days. Okay, so we don't have to remove this, these are important ones. Okay, so we normally use it with different type of parameters, like what is the file name, what should be the file type, right? So in name normally we define star.log or star.out, whatever type of files you want to remove or delete, and then we will first try to run it, print on the screen, and then we will run the execute command to remove them. Clear? Okay, so this way you can go ahead and file in your Linux systems. Any doubts?
Hello. Yeah, I think we lost connection with them. Yeah, first charge.
Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Just
No, we can't hear.
no, my headphone is disconnected. Hello? Yeah, yeah, sorry, my headphone got disconnected. Yeah. So this is how you can find. So you can also go ahead and find based on the size. Let's say if I want to find based on the size, and let's say I want a file with, let's say, 1 KB size. Okay, so all the files with 1K size will be displayed here. Okay, and if you give plus, so 1K or greater, it will give you, okay, all the files that are bigger than that. So these are normally the directories that it is showing you, because other files we don't have that are bigger than this size, because we have all the small files only here. Got it? So you can use the size parameter as well. So in m time what we have done, plus we have used, right? Now if we want to find out all the latest file that are like newer, okay, after 19th of July, okay, so that may be 10 days after. So in case of plus, what I can give minus, so it will give me all the latest files. See all the latest file, let's say for loop, okay, so it is on 23 July, so all the files would be the latest files that we have created after 19th of July. Got it?
Yes. So basically,
Pardon? Created in last 10 days, yes, correct. Then you have to use minus, okay. Rather than using the plus, we can use the minus sign there. Yes, if you don't give plus or minus, so it will only be the 10th day file. Let's say if I don't give anything, only one file will come. So unfortunately, it's the number is also 10, but actually it's not there. If I remove it, yeah, it's only the number. Let's say I will give some number as 9 days older. So now it will be 20th, almost like it will match at based on the time. So on 9th day, what are the files? Okay, so it will display all. Okay, so this is a directory also, it will show. It is not like, okay, got it. So normally, then moving further, so this is how your find command works. Rajesh, is it clear? Like you were searching for some files, you told. Yeah. No, find also works there also, but maybe some options are different. SSLs normally, but find command still is there and it will work the same. Almost these parameters what I have told, they are still there. They are not going to change. Okay. Yes. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Now, some important things like, let's say you have these files and directories, right? You want to find the size of these directories or files. What you should do, either I have told in ls-l command, you have that sh option, right? ls-lsh, right? If you remember, it will give you the exact size of the files, correct? But the directory size, it is not giving correctly. Directory size is not the best way to use ls-ls. Okay, this is not the best way to find the size of the directory. So what we use a command known as du-sh. Okay, du is the disk utility that is there to find the size. So if you want to find the size of, let's say, my shell script directory, if I hit enter here, it will give me total size as 120k. Okay, so it don't get confused with what ls-ltr is giving for a directory. For file it will give correctly, for directory it will not give correctly, it will only show you 4096, which is not correct. Okay, actual size is your 120k directory, yes. If you want to, yeah, pardon? If you want all directories and files here, so you can give star. So it will show for everything. This file, this directory, this directory, this file, this directory, everything it will display. Got it? So this is how it will display based on that. So, and if you want, you don't want a number here, so it will only display, it will not display k, k, k or something, it will only display the numbers. Okay, but now you want to find which directory is the biggest out of all, so it is not sorted, right? So what you can do, use our sort option, sort hyphen n r, reverse. So reverse wise, without the highest would be on top, so it will show me the highest on top, then lowest, then lowest, then lowest, and based on that it will keep showing me. Got it? But this will not be the same like if you are using H option because it appends a character here, then number would not be there. So the sorting based on number will not work. Got it? Yeah, H, yes. H will give you, H as I told is human readable format. So you don't have to calculate what is 120, right? So it's in kilobytes, right? Kilobytes, bytes. Okay, so that's easy to identify there. But this will actually tell you which is the topmost, and then based on that you can do du hyphen sh. Based on that you will see, okay, this much size it is taking. Okay. Same way, this is command that I normally use, df hyphen h. Okay. So df hyphen h, when I use, it will display me everything on the file system level. Okay, it will display me everything on the file system level there. Got it? Like you have your my computer or this PC in Windows, right? So when you go there, what it will show you? It will show you the size of C drive, D drive, E drive, F drive, or if you have attached any portable external hard disk or pen drive, it shows everything there, right? What is the size, what is the free space, right? Same way, this is showing you what is the total size of my disks, whatever are attached, and how much is used, how much is available out of it. Okay. Any doubts? So it is also used like if you want to see if a specific entity, okay, how much space it is being used, how much space it is using, how much it is utilized. So you can use the df hyphen h options there. Okay. Now let's say next thing. Okay, so these are important things that you should be aware of. Okay, right? But yeah, yes, but maybe sometime you want to see, so that's why I'm telling. Okay, or someone says, okay, write a command for this or a script for this, so you should be aware of that. Yes, yes, you can use cut and lot of different things to find it out, display it. Okay. Now next thing is, let's say you want to run a job. Okay, let's say cd shell script. ls-ltr. So there is something called as how I run a command in background. Let's say I want to run a command in background. So what should I do? It will be running in the background. So let's say if I have any infinite loop here, infinite loop. Let's say I will write it vi y y. Let's say x equal to 10. Done. Save it. Okay. Now if I run it while It will keep running, right? It will keep running on the screen. Okay, or let's say this is a long running process. Why I used a infinite? Because it's a long running job, let's say. Okay, so many times you want that, okay, this job should be running in background. It shouldn't be seen on screen, because if it shows on screen you will not be able to do anything else. So what we normally do, we can run this in background using a command as %. Okay, so this and sign, if you go ahead and use it, so what it will do, it will run the script, but that will go into background. Got it? It will keep running in the background, and if I hit enter, see, hold on. So see, if I am doing it, see, it is not going ahead and doing control C or something, because it is running in the background. So it has gone in the background, and because I have given echo, so it is printing me on the screen. But if I go it here and from Himanshu user, so to find out, right, let's say I want to find out what process is running, because I ran a while script, right? So if I want to find out now, so how do I find out? I will use a command called as ps-ef, right? So it will show me all the processes on my Linux system. All the processes that are there, that will be displayed. Okay, but out of that I want to search what, grep-i while. Okay, and hit enter. So see, it will show me that an infinite loop is running here for this particular process ID. See, this is still running, and this is the process ID here. Getting? Now let's say you want to cancel it, because I have only executed Himanshu user and I'm connected with Himanshu, so I can kill this job. So to kill this job, what I can do, but make sure that you are killing the correct one. So normally, if let's say you have only executed, so in place of ps-ef, what I prefer, use ps space ux. What it will do, ps-ef will show you for all users, like for root, Bob, David, Rajesh, Fred. If there are n number of users on the system, it will show processes for all users. Whereas ps space ux will only show me for my specific user ID that I am connected with, that is Himanshu right now. So it will only show me for Himanshu. I can also do ps-ux while, then also it will give you the same result. Okay, so this is the process ID. The second column that you see, this is called the process ID. Got it? So now, because this is an infinite loop not coming out, what I will do, I will simply go ahead and do kill-9 and the process ID number. Okay, as soon as I hit enter here, see, this process is gone. Now see, no while is running, and if I come back to my original terminal, see here, I hit enter and it will show it has been killed. Got it? Kill-9, yes, kill-9. Kill have many signals. Kill-9 means immediately. Okay, same way, like if I do kill is also a command. If I do kill help, sorry, help is not there. Okay, man kill. So kill is also a command. So there are various signals with kill, that what numbers you should do. Okay, so it will go ahead and kill. So 9 is for immediate kill. Okay, 9 is that should be used. Got it? Now, but let's say this was coming in my screen output. I want to run it in background, but don't want to see on my screen. So what I will do, I can redirect the output. If you remember, I showed you Dave null, that it will redirect to a null entity. Okay, that whatever is the output or screen, it should go to null. And if I want the redirect for both error and output both to null. So this is the same thing that we have done. So here what it will do, it will not display any output on the screen, and even the output will not be stored in any file. It will go to dev null. That means it is a null file. It will not do anything. It is a null file, internally system generated file. Okay, now if I, and this and is for the background process. Okay, and if I hit enter, you see it has shown me it is running in background, and this is the job ID or the process ID. If I do the same thing, right, ps-ef, earlier I was searching while, if I do, sorry, ps-ef, okay, so it will show me the same process. If I want to kill, I can kill this process directly. Clear? Okay, now if you want to see, let's say you are running it, remember, but as soon as I close this terminal, this will be gone. Okay, you cannot do anything to this job. Okay, you have to only kill option is there. So before that, let's say if I go ahead and see what jobs are running in background, so what I can do, jobs -l command, so it will show me all the jobs that are running in the background. Okay, so it will show me all the jobs that are running in the background there. Clear? Okay, so now if you see, this is the job ID, one is the job ID. Okay, let's say if I run once more, infinite. Okay, so see, one more process ID is there, and if I do it, jobs-l, see, I have multiple jobs running here, 1 2, right? You can have multiple ones, correct? Now if I want to bring, let's say I want to bring one job to the foreground, I don't want to go it into background here. So what I can do, I have an option of command called as fg, okay, to bring foreground. So if I go ahead and use fg directly, so it will bring all my jobs. I want only to bring the second job. So what I will give, fg percent the job number, that is, let's say 2. Okay, and hit enter. So see, this job now came on my screen. Now I cannot go ahead and do any action on item on my screen because it is in foreground or on your main screen. Clear? So either option is that you already know this was the process of the second job. I can kill it from here. So I can go ahead and see while, so 2 jobs are running. So the second job was 2963, or because it has come into foreground, I can press Ctrl C to cancel that. So now if I go ahead and see, that would have gone, one is gone. Clear? Okay, but if still you see one job is still in background running. Yes, tell me. Which one? Foreground, right? So see, when it was in background, I was able to run any other commands, right? But as soon as it came into foreground, this terminal I cannot do anything until that job completes or that script completes, right? It will keep running. Okay. Now, if let's say I bring one job, one also to front, see, it is on my screen. I cannot do anything, right? I cannot do anything, or I cannot type any command here. So if I type a command bg here, nothing will work. Okay, no such command or no such entity will be working. Now let's say if I want to send this foreground job back to my background job, okay, where it was running. So what you have to do, press Ctrl Z or Z, whatever you say, Ctrl Z, okay, and it will go ahead and stop it. And then if you see bg, it will send it back to your background jobs, and jobs hyphen L. So see, it is again gone back to your background. Okay. BG, yes. Which job you have cancelled, right? So this job I bought to foreground, right? So at a time only one foreground would be running, right? At the time you cannot run two, right? Because that screen only one would be running there. So I have just stop it from foreground and send it back to background. Got it? Now let's say what happens. This job is running, correct? Now if I close my terminal, okay, see this process is still there. I will show you before I close it. So this process is still there, right, on this terminal, this one. But if I close this terminal, okay, so I'm going to close this terminal, close the window, gone. Now I cannot see anything. Now if I go ahead and see, it is gone. Okay, the terminal closed, the job is gone. Okay, but many times what happens, if your putty is there, putty tool is there, this is a terminal tool, so it actually clears. If you have putty, so many times what happens, that job will still show up here. So what you have to do, you have to manually kill it, because jobs hyphen L will not display anything. Okay, jobs hyphen L is not going to display you anything there. So you have to manually kill that job from an other terminal session. Okay, so let me come back here. Okay, now again I come back here. Now then, how can I do it that even if I close my terminal, it should keep running? Okay, if I see nothing is there, right? And if I want to run it, job hyphen L. Okay, what happened? Okay, that script is in cell script directory. I'm running outside it. Okay, now if I run it, right, this is running, jobs hyphen L, again it is running, right? Now if you are closing the terminal and you don't want that, okay, it should actually go ahead and clear that job if I close the terminal. So what you can do, there is an option called as disown. There is a command called as disown. Okay, so in disown, what you do, you have to simply go ahead and say disown, and it will send the job to background only. But even if you close the terminal, it will not hamper the running job. Fine. But let's say if I have more than one jobs, like earlier I was running, so let's say I have two jobs, jobs hyphen L, two are running here, and if I see it here, two while loops are running, correct? Now if I go up here and I am going ahead and showing you what is there. So I want one job to be disowned, that it will keep running in background even if I close my terminal here. Okay, even if I close my terminal, it should keep running. So what should I do? There I will do disown, and with job, let's say %2, the second job I want to disown. Okay, and if I hit enter, okay, so if I see job hyphen L, this is gone. Okay, and if you want to see where are the disowned jobs gone, you can go ahead and see ps hyphen aux, and while, sorry, while still you can see this is running there. Sorry, this one. Got it? It is gone from the jobs table, but still it will keep running. Okay, if you see, it is still running. So if I close this terminal, let's say, so still the one job will be gone, but one will still be running, that was disowned, that will keep running until it doesn't finishes. Got it? Yeah. Now because that doesn't come under your jobs hyphen L, right? So you have to kill only. Kill hyphen 9. So now it is gone. Okay. So this is one way to send your job background. So what happens, let's say you are running some job, you want to run it right now, you don't want to set it in cron, right? You, that is a one time job, but that will take, let's say, 1 hour 2 hour to complete, correct? So how you can keep uh, it running, you have to think of these background jobs, okay, or disowning that job and it will keep running, okay. But this is a little longer process to do that, right? Every time you have to do a little longer for that. So in place of that, what I can use, there is a again command that is known as no hub, okay, that is called as no hub. If you have seen any time no hub, so in no hub what we do, we will actually go ahead in the no hub and execute the same thing. So what we were doing, sending into background then disowning everything, so you don't need to worry on those things. It will run in background, but even if you close terminal it will not hamper that, it will still keep running. Got it? So now how it looks, let's say again I go to shell script, let's say while infinite is there. So what I have to do, I have to just say no hub this and background. Let's say I run this like this, okay. So what it will do, no hub, I have to give the path dot forward slash, okay. So no hub will simply run that script and no hub will generate one output of its own, that is called as no hub dot out in the current directory from where you are running, okay. And if I hit enter and see, this is the process ID that was executed and it is appending the output from this particular file. So now if you go ahead and see whatever it is doing, see this file size is increasing because it's an echo command that is printing again and again. And if I do, if you remember tail hyphen 10f, normally we do to monitor real time. So if you see, it will keep writing to this file and keep moving. Got it? Okay, so this file will keep running. So the process, if you want to find out, simple ps hyphen ef grep hyphen I. Okay, sorry, did I killed it? Okay, so this is running. So this is the process ID. Don't search with no hub, search with the name. Sorry, I searched wrong. No hub, search with the name of the file, what you are executing, right? So it is running under no hub. Okay, so this way you don't have to worry about it. So let's say if I close this terminal also and open again a new connection to that server, if you see it here, and if I go ahead and see what's running right now, see this is still running the no hub process. Okay, so you don't have to do all those things. So mostly people will be using no hub, okay. But if you are using only background without no hub, so you should know like you have to either disown the job, then only it will keep running in background, else it will get cancelled. So maybe your script has done half thing and half thing will not be done, so it might become, the files might become inconsistent or it will not complete the whole task. Got it? Okay, so this is the no hub, so let me kill it. So you have to kill the no hub job only, kill hyphen 9. Okay, so now no job is there. So this was the final no hub out, right? So see, it has made a big file out of it meanwhile. 314 MB file it has created just of no hop. Okay, so this way you can send your jobs to background, and mostly these are very important when you are running the jobs in ad hoc way, right? Whenever you are running ad hoc, try to run in background if you know that that job will take some 20, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, right? Don't run on putty. Many times what happens, putty session disconnects, so your work will be lost, right? So there are other tools also. Some companies you might see there are tools like VNC viewer is there, screen tool is there, or TMUX tool is there. So there are different tools that are there where the session will be still be active. Okay, but these are the ones that are standard and you will see in every environment. Okay, so these are the important ones. Okay, so I think it's time we will again, I think we can connect tomorrow. So I will complete any pending things tomorrow. Okay, okay. Meanwhile, you can go through the array video and do let me know where is the route. And I will cover the AWK and seed tomorrow. Seed command is also there in AWK. So they are advanced commands, but you should know at least a bit of it so that you can go ahead. Okay. Which database? Which? Yeah, that I showed you, right? That's very simple. Here only. If you see it here, you can see here, right? See here. See this SQL Plus. See, SQL Plus is there, but before that, make sure the environment for the Oracle database is set. Okay, if environment is not set, SQL Plus and tool will not work. So if you see top, I am sourcing the environment. This is my environment. Testdb.env file I am sourcing, which will have all the Oracle home and all the specific details. And then it's simple. Like I will send you this line, set of lines. Let's say. So this is the main connection. So I have used all the variables here. That's why everything is like variable dollar dollar. But you can directly use like system and the password, and it will connect and it whatever action you want to do. Okay. So it is using the same thing. Only this much part is there to connect to database, run some action items. And even you can use the same parameter. So here it is actually changing the password. So that value it is taking from shell script, and now it is creating new password and updating in the system. Okay. So this part I will send in the group. You can use and try it. How to do that. Okay. This is the main thing when you connect with SQL. S, why we are using -s to disable that banner that comes, right? Whenever you connect to SQL plus DBA or any user, there is a banner that connects, right? Comes that you are connected to Oracle database 11, 12, 13, 19. So that to suppress that, you can use this. Okay. Concept is same, only the tool that we are using is SQL plus here now. Okay, so see in shell scripting, whenever you are writing, there would be n number of commands daily. You might need to research and search some new command if you are looking for something different. But the basic structure of shell scripting will remain same. The logic, variables, parameters, condition, loops, you have to use the same way. Okay. So with every tool, every database, it will be little different. Okay. So it might not be that one size fits all, but the concept will remain same of the shell scripting will be same, which you have to use. Okay. Okay then. I think we can meet tomorrow. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Bye.